Asian as replacement. A little bit of reshuffling as well. Sees Amarillo move to full back from fly half. And then in the forwards as well, Borazas is in, Martinelli is in as well as Laura, and Echevergari in the back row. The Netherlands, on the other hand, have remained pretty settled from their most recent victory against Kenya. Mark van der Veen is the only change in the forwards, and Rory Crum comes back in at the centre. He's going to pass, kicks it into the sky, which has been well gathered by Tobias Nota. Powerful inside centre. Doran ball, steady from the base of that ruck, and it's been almost picked out of the sky there by Gabriel Cassi. Just fumbled forward, so Uruguay will be looking to try and go in the counter-attack. A little chip over the top, swept up there by Van der Veen. And I think that opening 30 seconds perhaps gives us a flavour of how this game might transpire. Uruguay very dynamic in behind that pack. Strong front row as well, but the Dutch do have a bit of grit and guile in their side.
Okay, gents, Marcus here. Time on.
Bertolotti passes the shoelace test. He's tacking down in the scrum alongside Borazas. One of the changes in the starting lineup for Uruguay.
Come on.
Muy bien, Radita, laburalo.
Por side, you must
Laburalo con paciencia.
Okay.
Está bien. Buena rana.
Martinelli is one of the players that's getting a word for Ethan Glass, as well as Ahmed O'Nolan. The Dutch loose head and the Uruguay tight head.
Crouch. Fine. Set.
Front rows will get a march on each other in these opening exchanges. It's crumbled to the floor. And in the eyes of the match official, it's the Netherlands who have been penalised there. Uruguay currently sitting in third position in the table, just a point behind the Netherlands. And that is a superb kick into the corner.
Don't straight to the floor, you must bring your feet up and keep your height, okay?
Brilliant kick into the corner from Uruguay. It gives them the first real attacking opportunity of this game, a couple of minutes in. And Perez has the first
Guys,
chance.
only one receiver, please.
Throw in. Going to the tail. Bertini, the captain, is gathered, and the Uruguayan juggernaut is starting to charge towards the line. Illegally so. And it's a let-off for the Dutch, because that drive had some momentum. Vasson has then handed the ball to kick downfield. Another player to keep an eye out on. It's that man there, the fullback, Elon Vasson. 4 conversions against Kenya and against USA. He also got a try in the victory against Kenya. Hinks, his first sighter, has been flagged back, but it's almost been gathered by Uruguay at the tail. Perez just waiting in behind at the tail of the line, just not able to gather the ball. And you can see some early nerves amongst these two sides, knowing there's an opportunity to finish in third place if they can secure a victory here. Uruguay, last year's runners-up, against a Spain side which has progressed on to the main championship. Doran ball rolls into a steady scrum, but Uruguay look like they've got a little bit of an edge there as Nota fumbles midfield. Trademark Tobias Nota, angling his run towards that outside shoulder of the fly half. Just takes his eye off the ball.
From there, that last one, perfect. Yes.
Interesting. You can see the 9 in that position. One of the trial laws, the offside position.
We've played 5 minutes. We've only played 5 minutes. Let's go.
The referee trying to sprinkle some humour on the match, reminding the players that they've only gone for 5 minutes so far. And it's now a central Uruguayan scrum.
Crouch. Bind.
The scrum half, Dorenball's not able to
Set.
chase.
Keep your height.
Bobble
Keep your
round
height.
the scrum to take a position at the hindmost foot of that scrum as he does there. And Uruguay put the squeeze on the Dutch. Advantage coming for the side as well. It's trundling towards that 5 metre line. And they are going to win the penalty. Obiang Nguema is the player who's been penalised, the heaviest member of the Dutch squad. Infringing at the scrum, and it does afford the first opportunity for a pop at the post for Landauer. 6 minutes in, it's going to be a game of fine margins. It's a lot of tries, high scores in this tournament. You feel this game could be a little bit closer. Moments like this might prove to be pivotal for either side. Successful. Uruguay able to put pressure on the Dutch. They strike the first blow, nudge themselves ahead. 3 points to 0 from the boot of their fly half Landauer. Netherlands gets back underway and Kit Temperley does a brilliant job to put a bit of pressure. And the Uruguay receiver able to get it back, so Uruguay can go through their systems and their phases to escape their own 22. Oblong. Keep the right foot behind that, watched all the way by Hydra. Pressurised by a tenacious Uruguayan defence. Who squeezed the penalty off the Dutch as well. Excellent play from Uruguay, exiting their own area with relative ease and being able to turn defence into attack. And they kicked their way back downfield through this penalty here. Hydra isolated in the work on the floor there from Bertolotti. Towering second row, low enough to pressurise the Dutch fly half. And it's been flapped and gathered well at the tail.
Tackler!
This time it's Netherlands who benefit from a little bit of inaccuracy at the line-out. Swings the right boot. Territorially doesn't make a lot of gains, but it's been bounced back to pretty much the position that he kicked it from. Now Vassen, Johan Vassen gives it to Crump, stamps off his right foot and weaves back in field. Reinstated to the starting lineup from that victory over Kenya. Obiang Nguema tries to win that game. As was this man, Dorenball. Travels, puts himself in a better position, and this time makes some good ground from that boot.
Number 6 never moves back, always offside.
Chinson is the player penalised for the Dutch. Offside when the kick was made. I did say that Dorenball was travelling he did retreat behind his pack and perhaps is guilty of playing Tunison offside. And what was a relatively healthy kick from the Dutch scrum half has resulted in a penalty to Uruguay. A chance to double their advantage here at Hive. And it's been a mature, steady approach from Uruguay. Been involved in some tight games. Trail Netherlands in the table, but in 10 minutes been the steadier of the two sides. Certainly struck well. The accuracy just slightly off from Landauer. And just glances to the wrong side of the uprights.
Okay, guys, go behind, please.
So all players now must retreat from a kick, and that's part of the reason that penalty was awarded. Zilon Vassen kicks it down to Amarillo, his opposite man. He's able to find Landauer. Boot to ball, and Moluk does well to sweep up in behind. Uruguay able to strip the ball and working hard on the floor. Still a march on this Dutch side. Hoblo in Lincoln play, and that's a huge collision midfield as Martirini tried to travel with the ball in hand and met with a solid orange wall. Hoblo able to find Tick this time. Felipe Tick, the loose head prop. Amarillo playing his first receiver. Trying to unlock this Dutch defence, but it was an area of the Dutch game which was impressive in parts against the USA, perhaps narrow at times. Nguema, supported by a teammate, just able to put enough pressure on the travelling Amarillo to knock the ball on. He's come up second best. Nguema perhaps still holds the accolade of best try celebration in this tournament after his try against Kenya. It gives an opportunity for players to get some water on board, and perhaps especially for the Dutch to perhaps re-evaluate how they've approached the opening 10 minutes to this game, because it's been all Uruguay. Asking loads of questions of this Netherlands side, perhaps indicate the experience that both of these sides have in this competition. Uruguay played in 11 tournaments before this. They were champions in 2008 and runners-up last year against Spain. This is the Netherlands' first outing in the World Rugby Under-20 trophy, and they've made quite an impact.
Crow. Line. Set.
Scrum relatively steady, then the nudge comes on from Uruguay, but Dorenbol does well to get the ball hooked out of the nucleus of that scrum. It went high, and having to watch this closely is Amarillo, who does a tremendous job of just weaving his way out of the congested area. No chance for Perez to travel with the ball in hand. Almost stabbed in behind, but has been tracked down by the Dutch. And quick call there from match official Ethan Glass. Not Hoblog, the Uruguay number 9. Offside when the ball was kicked. As you can see there, Douwer did eventually receive the ball. And Vassen now trying to kick downfield, just trying to squeeze a little bit too much out of that, not able to find touch. The Netherlands do get a throw into the line out inside the Uruguay 22, but perhaps not as far down the field as Vassen did hope.
Netherlands here.
At times been almost laser-like with that left boot of his. Gathered by Tjunkast. Splintering away from the side now is Horace Smith, who is a real danger man for this Dutch side. 5 tries so far in this trophy. Cast works hard round the corner to receive the next ball. Nguema now picks and goes, keeping the tempo in this passage of play. More Dutch players gather around, try and keep it tight, patience and be pragmatic. Penalty advantage going. Martinini is guilty, but the weave in Dutch. Tjunkast is able just to pirouette his way over the line for a reply score for the Netherlands. The penalty advantage was coming. Difficult to try and stop 120 kilograms of second row power from that short distance. Patient build up from the Netherlands, able to shift the point of contact, and Tjunkast was there ready to finish off this try from 5 metres out, supported well by Clay Tunison is in the back row for the Netherlands. The Dutch take the lead and they add the 2 points from the boot of Elon Vassen too. There's a first real attacking opportunity for Netherlands, and they've certainly shown their danger that they possess up front. Trying for that man, Tjunkast. Impressive throughout this tournament. Embrace with Gabriel Cassie, his second row colleague. Destructive Dutch duo. In his Kip Temple, he's not able to gather the ball from the restart. And it's almost the polar opposite of the way that Uruguay approached
Uruguay.
their exit from inside their own half. An error there from the Dutch captain. Pick throws at the front and brought down. Uruguay splinter away quickly and then link up back inside. Echeveragari just trying to find Perez on the inside line. Doran ball has a pod set up ready to truck it forward. Gabriel Cassie.
And use it!
They've got Vassen.
Guys, all come back, move back.
He was asked to retreat, you'll hear the match official say. The trial law is on at the moment. Ball's flung back inside there by Gary Aldi.
Guys, no contest.
Oblong, options outside up. Uruguay not able to find that free arm at Echeveragari this time again. Oblong goes quick and he's found a pocket of space in that Dutch defence. Facing up Vassen, wants to try and go round the outside, but just loses his foot and able to keep the tempo high. He's been supported well there. And now Uruguay got half an opportunity, but just fumble the ball forward. Great awareness from Oblong. Able to spot that gap. Horace Smith just and Tunison just letting them travel. Just that little bit of loose footing from the Uruguayan scrum half. Allowed Vassen perhaps an easier challenge. He certainly looks like a bundle of energy. And that striking blue, number 9 top. How Uruguay will approach the scrum. Being on top.
Set. And use it.
And Uruguay perhaps drop the anchor. Vassen Looks to launch it downfield. That just came off the side of that left boot of his. A shake of the head. It does temporarily relieve the pressure.
Franco, I need you in, please. Thank you.
Back at it again from Uruguay, who look to go quick. Echeverri again. Working hard to stay on his feet and steal a couple of yards. Hobload, able to find the captain, Bertini, who's been marched back by combination tackle from the Netherlands. Landauer weaving the ball and manipulating the Dutch defence. All kept alive into the hands of Lawler now. Borazas. Dutch defence holding firm. Amarillo weaves out of the first challenge. He's able to float it to Gary Alde as well. And from inside their own 22, the Netherlands have been able to march Uruguay back towards their own 10-metre line. But Tobias Nota has had a quiet opening 20 minutes to this game. He's given away a penalty. Side entry. From this passage of play, Gary Alde working hard, and then Nota. You can see just the last player to arrive at that breakdown. Just nudging in from the side. Pick to throw, goes to the front again.
In 5.
And this time, Uruguay up to keep it tight.
Let it come, let it come, let it come.
Hobload manages to find Peck. And Peck is guilty of just one roll too many. Bassett makes a much better connection with it this time. He kicks the ball inside the Uruguay half. There's a healthy contingent from both nations inside Hive. From the Dutch fans and also Uruguay supporting their nations. Dorenbol finds Cast. And as he's just limping forward into the Uruguayan defence. He's been brought back there by the match official for a squint through at the line out. If Uruguay had not contested that line out, it would have been play on. Because they're competing against the squint through, it's brought back and the team afforded the opportunity to pick a scrum or a line out, and Uruguay, unsurprisingly, have opted for this scrum. Starts to crab to the side slightly, and there's a bit of Dutch resistance in this set piece. And it perhaps got a little bit of an upper hand because Ahmed O'Nolan is kind of driving in from the side. From the penalty. It's not going to go out, and a bit of miscommunication inside the 22 from Dorenbol and Kit Temperley has led perhaps to...
You had a really good standard. Again, stay up. Keep your standard, please.
Has perhaps resulted in the worst option for the Netherlands. Uruguay will be wanting to try and flex their muscles 5 metres away from the Dutch line.
Back how they were, please. Thank you. Crouch. Bind. Set.
He's just mistake just opened the door for Uruguay. It's splintering and popping at the front. Referee calls for it to be used, some interlinking play. The ball has went to ground. And Moloch has done well to sweep that ball up.
No, he's gathered it.
Rapid Dutch defence up in the faces of the Uruguayans. Forced to use the ball from the scrum. Flat attacking back line. Just not able to shift the ball quick
Guys,
enough.
hands down! Hands! Thank you. Oh.
Vasson relieves the pressure and temporarily Nick Dorenbol can perhaps breathe a little sigh of relief that their faux pas inside their own 22 is not resulted in a Uruguayan try.
Let's go. Hurry up the process.
Team's also allowed 30 seconds to set a line out or a scrum. Another one of these new trial laws to promote fast flow in rugby. It certainly does that. Uruguay try and puncture the Dutch in midfield, but robust defence from the Netherlands again holds firm. Until he yield the penalty. Vasson this time will be hoping to find touch on that left boot. He's just not able to. It's inside the Uruguay 22. Not able to find touch.
Move back!
Ripped into the sky temporarily. Underneath it, gathers the ball. Tries to present it back. Keep it tight for as long as possible. So Tune Cast can now carry. Dorenbol travels, thinks he spots a gap in front of him, but it's been plugged there by Bertolotti. Hydra acts as an auxiliary scrum half. Ends up in the hands of Cast again. And like opening 25 minutes from the second row. And eventually, Hanks, the hooker, who's travelling with the ball in hand, just fumbles the ball forward. The Netherlands doing well to shift the point of contact.
Come on.
That is how their try
You've got time now as well.
came about. Tune Cast was able to score the try for the Netherlands after 15 minutes, and Landauer getting the opening score of this game, the penalty from the left boot of the Uruguay fly half. And it's been as close as we perhaps predicted here at Hive. A reminder that a victory for either side will see them in that third, fourth place playoff. Otherwise, it's a tussle with Samoa in the 5th and 6th place playoff. Game's already confirmed. It'll be Hong Kong, China against Kenya. The loser of this game will play Samoa. And in the victor of this game will play either Scotland or Japan. That is the final game here at Hive in the early evening here in Scotland. Winners takes all game in Pool A to see who's going to be playing the USA table toppers in Pool B in the final. Play back underway with a centre field scrum. Oblog waits patiently.
Set.
In glass watches, especially this side of the scrum.
And use it!
Downfield by Uruguay, watched all the way by Vasson, who's a steady fullback.
Netherlands, move back, please.
Lines up a spot on the pitch and kicks it centre field, maximising the angle for a kick back downfield, but Tune Cast is able to charge down the ball. Oblog has to quickly get his hands on it.
And let go now.
Much to the delight of the Dutch fans. Charged down. Hoblog able to sweep up, but cluster of orange jerseys there. And Nguema was the player who was able to get his body in the right position just to suffocate Pedro Hoblog. Squeeze the penalty. And as soon as the penalty is called, 60 seconds to take the kick.
Number one.
Currently 45 left on the clock.
I know the last one was perfect. See if we keep that standard. We're good, okay? But you must try hard to keep square.
Passing to extend the Dutch lead. And it's curling through. And in the background was the one-to-one support Ahmed Nolan has been receiving from Ethan Glass in the front row. Keeping an eye on his driving angle. Vassen looking out the noise to add a further 3 points and generate a 7-point gap between them. Pen and Uruguay will be disappointed to compound that error.
What are we doing? Okay.
So scrum centre field. Sloppiness has resulted in the centre field scrum. It's a glorious day here in the capital of Scotland. The sun's beaming down on the pitch. And it's been extremely contested here. Van der Veen gives it to Doran Ball, wants to try and give it to Tobias Notta, who was just engulfed midfield. That's a little bit keen to get in on the action.
Okay guys, let's go. Let's come please.
Deportiva Francesca Centre in Argentina, Tobias Notta. She's not able to get into this game. Key component in the second half comeback against the USA in game day one.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Another
Guys,
scrum.
stay up and square. Keep there, good. And use it!
And the referee has done an incredible job of keeping these scrums square. And Uruguay have done a brilliant job of breaking free. Amarillo crashing his way through that defensive line. Hoblo. Expansive play from Uruguay, getting the ball into some wider channels. The low ball has been picked up well on the wing by Gary Aldi. It's just drifted forward. And neither side able to find any real continuity in the opening half hour. One opportunity for the Netherlands. There's been a couple for Uruguay. They will perhaps, going into half time, be disappointed that they've not been able to add to that 3 points from the left boot of Landauer. The scrum clinic continues. Reset on the halfway line.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
From that clash in the front row,
Captain,
resulted in a penalty for Uruguay. And Ethan Glass is just going to have a little conversation about O'Nolan. He's going to have a wicket temporarily.
We have one area. Okay, had some very good scrums, but you need to stay at that level. Okay, understand? So this one, keep your height, your elbow is coming straight down, and on the other side, okay. Understand? Thank you.
You get a glimpse of Scottish Gas Murrayfield, which is just in behind Hive Stadium here. You could hear Ethan Glass just having a conversation with Ahmed O'Nolan. Really detailed analysis there from the match official, looking to try and keep the play as progressive as possible, make sure that the scrums are keeping these spectators entertained here at Hive as they keenly watch on in this break of play. Some running repairs for Bruce Hanks after that most recent collapse scrum on the halfway line. Tom van Uyen is the replacement of Hooker on the bench for the Netherlands. Will not be one to go to the bench as early in proceedings. However, the grimace on the face of Hanks perhaps suggests that Van Uyen might need to start limbering up. Currently makes his way out of the dugout in conversation with the coaching team. So it does look like there will be an early replacement for the Netherlands. The number 16, fair-haired Tom van Uyen. He's just readying himself. The replacement early on in the second half in the victory against Kenya comes on for a dejected and battered Goose Hanks. The play did stop with that penalty from that scrum to Uruguay, and that affords them the chance to kick downfield again and give Perez another shot if thrown into this line out.
Uruguay here.
Thrown at the tail, Hoblog gathers. Distributed from Landauer, centre field. It has went loose and it's been thrown back by the Netherlands into their own 22. Just chucking it back into an area where orange shirts will be loitering as Nguema travels round the corner.
Tackle!
Carries forward, setting the platform up for
And use it now!
a Dutch escape. Throwing ball again travels. And he's able to find touch from inside his own 22. There's going to be another break in play, as I think Nguema this time has perhaps come off second best after that most recent carry to set up that platform for Dornball to kick downfield.
I will absolutely look, I can't see it, but I will.
He's the heaviest player in the Dutch matchday squad at 123 kilograms. Try scorer in the game against Kenya. And he's been a bit of an anchor in this scrum, the tight head prop. Though again, the Dutch will be hoping that they don't have to go to the bench. Gales and Hacker, the bench for the Netherlands. No movement as of yet. Perhaps just needing some air in the lungs. That looks more my exercise as opposed to the Dutch warming up on the sidelines. Looks like he will be okay to continue.
It's absolutely your choice.
A quick nod.
I get it. It's not that I don't want to speak to you, it's just...
Nguema is ready at the tail of this line out to get back into the thick of this action. Just all-important Pool B match between Uruguay and the Netherlands. Thrown into the line out, Bertini gathers into the hands of Landauer. And Gini gets it centre field, but again, Uruguay not able to support players in the wider channels quick enough, moving the ball with great tempo, attacking with ferocity, but not able to work hard enough to support the ball carrier. Which gives the Dutch a chance to kick downfield yet again. Played this first half mostly on the ropes. Had one chance to strike a blow. Uruguay able to get in front of Tuncars, the try scorer for the Dutch.
Taken back.
He's just been beat to the flap of the ball. Martini.
And use it.
Carries for Uruguay.
Guys, move back, please. Move
Pass
back.
deep into the pocket for Landauer. He puts everything behind that one. Moluk has to just watch that bobble off the field of play. That's a great exit and kick from Francisco Landauer, the Uruguayan fly half. Swinging at that ball, standing foot also kicking through as well. Such was the energy that was put in behind that exit downfield. Cassie gathers, and when he's brought down, the ball has been stolen by Uruguay yet again. Landauer distributes midfield, and now Uruguay are angling the run to try and unlock this defence. It's the chance there for Flangini. Big bundle and carry there from Perez, and he's broken through. Some good footwork. He's got a player in support. Is he going to need the supporting player? He's been hacked down by the Dutch defence, who are having to get back and scramble into the hands of the captain now, who powers over the line. The referee signals it. Bertini has been held up, but what a break it was there from Sebastian Perez. Shrugging off Ahmed O'Nolan, racing towards the line and bouncing off that left foot. Not able to use the support. Just on his shoulder, Borazas. And the captain tried to just force his way over that line before getting held up short. Now he's a player that's needing some care and attention. Under pressure with the world watching to tie his right boot. Back underway with a 22 dropout. Again, the Dutch defence holding firm. You do wonder, without the defensive effort that they've exhibited so far, whether this scoreline would be the same, but Milan Vasid has just curled that out.
Uruguay.
First time I've been at a game and seen a goal line drop out. Kicked out on the full. So it's an opportunity to scrum or line out, and I think everybody would have guessed that it was going to be a Uruguayan scrum coming up next. An error from Vassen has provided Uruguay with a centre field attacking scrum 5 metres away from the Dutch line. A chance to split the centres. Landauer loitering behind the scrum. Defensive position of Dorenball might be important here as well. Hoblog still in conversation with the backs to see what they're going to do if the ball does exit the scrum. It's been solid so far from Uruguay. And it's solid again. Uruguay are going to have to go to the backs. Hoblog linking up with his outside centre, Gini. It's gone loose. But Uruguay power over that ruck to free up the ball. Perez burrows down. Hoblo travels, throws it back inside. But the Dutch are able to rip the ball away. Uruguay just not able to link up and be accurate enough. Hoblo, you can see there in the thick of the action. Echevergari as well. Not able to get any dominant challenges. The ball in hand, Perez perhaps has had the best one so far. Been able to shrug off Rafael Nolan on his way towards the 5 metre line. Somewhat yielded a try for the Uruguayans. The Dutch hold a 7-point advantage.
And stay up.
Van der Veen links up with Dorenbol. Right-footed swing downfield. The only player back there is Amarillo. He goes round the side of Moloch. And Uruguay
backwards off
now are feeling that they can attack this Dutch defence, but it's gone loose. And the Dutch then hack it back downfield. Defensively, again, the Dutch flooding up in numbers. Putting pressure on this Uruguay attack. Forcing errors like that one. It's wild from Uruguay. The Dutch in the shadow of their own post. It's a defensive scrum. They're able to force the errors of this Uruguayan side. They're struggling to find the answers to the Dutch defence.
Very good.
The Netherlands now might see out the remainder of this first half with the ball in hand. Going to the front, it's well gathered, it's fallen to ground. Still the ball remains in Netherlands' hands. Carson carries forward. The penalty is going to come for the Dutch as well. Dorenbol kicks over the top. There's nobody in behind. Where is the ball going to bounce? It's going to bounce up in the hands of Garayalde, the right winger for Uruguay. Waiting there with bated breath with Kip Temperley for the Netherlands. Echevergari was the player who's been penalised for offside.
Nobody else, just you. Okay.
And again, another kickable penalty for the Netherlands to close this half.
Guys, what are we doing?
Dangerous ball, great awareness from Dorenbol. And the Dutch are going for the corner. And that is perhaps a surprise. I was expecting the tee on. And Vassett to swing that left foot of his at the ball.
Okay, time off. One captain, forwards captain, come here. You have to find a way to do not need every lineup for numbers, okay? Okay. Hey, can I speak? Be fair to them. Unless you want to give them to me and I pass them, okay? Let's go.
Clear again from Ethan Glass. He's been gathered at the tail, wrapped round as Tune Carson now is trucking his way towards the line. He's been hacked down by the Uruguay defence, but the orange shirts then filter round the corner. And they win the penalty yet again. But I think the Dutch will want to go quick as well. It was Felipe Pick who's been penalised. And Obiang Nguema is towering over this ball. He taps quickly, he looks to try and bundle his way over the line. Is he able to get the ball down? And the referee has signalled that the ball has been held up.
Number 16 and captain. 16, captain.
The referee not happy with something.
16. Okay. After I've blown the whistle, we're held up here. This man is charged with a hot card. It's back to the blue player. There's a yellow card. We start with the penalty all the time.
replacement hooker
County on the 5.
has been sent to the sin bin.
16.
Closed arm.
Yeah, that's half line. Yeah.
So the Netherlands will start the second half with 14 men because it's just been kicked off the field of play. Because Tom van Uyen has just been yellow carded for the Netherlands. But it is the Dutch who hold the advantage at half time here. They perhaps could have got some more scores towards the tail end of that first half. But they'll be happy with their first 40 minutes here at 4 points than the Netherlands for the next 40 minutes. And that will secure a place in the third and fourth place playoff against the loser of the final game here this early evening between Scotland and Japan. Netherlands will start the second half with 14 players on the field. Tom van Uyen was yellow carded just at the end of that first half. So it's going to be an interesting opening 10 minutes to this game to see how both sides approach this period.
Okay, Captain Uruguay.
Uruguay, they want to put a bit of pressure, perhaps even on the touch line out. No recognised thrower on the field of play at the moment. So Vassin kicks it deep downfield, and Uruguay called a mark off the restart, which is another trial law because it provides the chance for Amarillo to return it back downfield, and it'll give us an opportunity to see who's going to be thrown into the line-out for the Netherlands, because with an HIA to Goose Hanks and replacement Tom van Uyen in the sin bin, will mean they'll have to look elsewhere for somebody to throw into the line-out, and that man is Ahmed O'Nolan. Goose Hanks is directly in front of us.
Bring him on until we have a scrum, so we go from here, okay?
He's ready to come on. But O'Nolan is going to have to throw into this line-out. He does an incredible job, not a recognised thrower, but he provides the platform for Tobias Nota to charge downfield, but he's been stripped in contact. And I can see that Juan Manuel Dota is also on the pitch for Uruguay.
Time off. Vicar replacement. What number?
So Goose Hanks is going to come on for Mark van der Veen. Hanks will go into the front row. The pack will remain at 7. The scrum loses 6 kilograms, a scrum that was already under some pressure. How will Dorenball fare? A scrum that is...
When I'm calling a scrum, you don't shout as well, okay? Because your teammates cannot hear. Go again. Okay, thank you.
Dorenball fare a scrum that is overall 103 kilograms down, because they're a player light, and that player is Mark van der Veen. Smith will go to the tail of the scrum. He's been an impressive character. And the scrum is solid. Nota now links up with Hydra. He tries to find the teammate wrapping round, but just not able to, so it's been hacked downfield by Genie. Where will this ball land? It's Hoblong. He's chasing his own kick, and he gathers and scores underneath the uprights to start the second half for Uruguay on the front foot, much to the delight of the Uruguayan fans. It was play in the back division for the Netherlands that just did not tick. Ball goes going to ground here from Hydra, just not able to find Kit Temperley. The hack downfield from Santiago Gini was well chased by the scrum half. Hoblog benefited from the bouncing ball. Moluk just ran out of pitch to chase down the scrum half. And it's a bright start to the second half for Uruguay, taking advantage of the numerical advantage that they have on the field of play. Hoblog adds to his try against Kenya, and Amarillo gets his third conversion of the trophy. We're all square, which has its own permutations. Netherlands currently in second place, so if it was to be a draw, the Netherlands would be the team to progress to the third, fourth place playoff. Still a lot of rugby left to be played in this game. Amarillo from the restart takes the mark and kicks it downfield towards the 10-metre line. And the Netherlands now will perhaps just be hoping.
Netherlands, you're here.
Play the clock slightly.
Middle is the line, Uruguay step off.
Glass, who's been a very involved match official in the first 40 minutes. As Henk's not able to find his target, and Garcia, another replacement for Uruguay, gathers the ball, and a couple of big challenges coming in from the Dutch, who again get pretty narrow. Trump has been ghosted round. Dorenball tracking back is able to flap the ball back from Dotta. He draws back to the scrum half. Nguema charges forward. The Dutch defence is on top. It was scrambled there, but he was able to get back, and it's been watched all the way there. Perhaps the preferred method of catching there from Santiago Terra, the left winger for Uruguay, but ball is in their possession. Another replacement, Francisco Gallo.
Use! Yes, you can. Use it!
Hoblog, the Uruguay try scorer, kicks it downfield, and it's a brilliant, and what control from Dorenball there. He's clattered by his opposite man, but just a deft touch with his foot. He was able to control the ball. How he's been able to pick that ball up, I'll never know. He provided Tune Cars with a chance. To carry downfield, the referee signalled the knock on. And some running repairs again. There's some big hits coming in from this Dutch defence, who built the foundations of the advantage going into half-time on that defence. Change of tact from the Uruguayans, looking for a more expansive approach. As the encouragement rings round Live Stadium for this Uruguay side.
Sigo dominando! Sigo dominando!
Okay, you must have a bit more space. Let's go.
Referee really involved in the scrum, but it's been to the benefit of the game. A lot more scrums would have probably collapsed and been reset had it not been for interventions from Ethan Glass.
Set! Stay up!
So more communication. The referee has signalled that this one goes on the Uruguayan side. It's a stickler for height. Ethan Glass, and this time Obiang Nguema is guilty of going straight to floor, so Amarillo can nibble away at this touchline. Uruguayan 15 moved to fullback for this game. He's a fly half for the defeat against the USA.
Guys, we get that 6.
Francisco Garcia.
Let's go.
His first shot thrown into a line out in this fixture between Uruguay and the Netherlands. It's a tight fixture. Has been knocked forward from Netherlands, who stretching to get the ball. Oblong finds the replacement, Hooker Garcia, working hard round the corner. Oblong again finds a willing runner, this time in the shape of Rolla. Having to dig about there.
We have a knock on here, we come back.
Fine got up, but knock on in there, so he will be brought back, and Uruguay will be hoping to be camped inside this Netherlands half for a sustained period. Still a couple of minutes left on that yellow card. Van der Veen being asked to limber up. And is still positioned on the seats in the dugout. So Van der Veen will be the player to go back on the field of play. It's confirmation it was a HIA for Dusanks as well. He has passed. Hoblo rolls the ball into a scrum. He distributes now centre field into the path of Flangini. Dutch are flying up yet again. Everybody's on the line. But Uruguay now are flooding through, and there's a chasm in the Dutch defence, and it provides Landauer with an alleyway towards the try line, and he could weave his way to putting the Uruguayans back in front here at Hyde. He receives the congratulations of his teammates. He travelled with the ball in hand, just able to pick off the two forwards and angle his run towards the try line. O'Nolan, one of the players covering across, not got the pace to live with the Uruguayan fly half. And Uruguay hold the advantage now. Landauer with the opportunity to convert his own try. And he successfully slots the conversion. And he takes his tally to the day for 10 points from this try here. Slightest of touches off that left hand, able just to keep the defence at bay.
5, please.
And the conversion attempt successful as well.
Doesn't we have to clear it on?
Netherlands again kick it long, and again it's marked by Amarillo, and again it's probably just going to be kicked downfield. The Netherlands now in that 10-minute period have conceded 14 points, and all of a sudden with a yellow card, pendulum swings in the way of Uruguay. Nota again deployed as a battering ram.
20 blue.
Guema towards the blind side. Cast. The Dutch will be hoping for a little bit more accuracy this time.
Okay, boys, hands down, thank you.
Dorenville travels. Hydra now links up, looking to try and release some of the wider players in Dutch colours. Ball is bobbled free, but Cast is there ready to receive the ball. Dorenville He has picked a gap now, tries to offload to a supporting player. I think it's Tobias Nota who was on the shoulder.
We come back.
The referee is coming back for the knock on. As Nguema lays prone on the ground. It's going to come back for the penalty.
Offside.
Player offside is Juan Manuel Dota for Uruguay. Again, some medical attention needed for the Dutch player. The shot clock has started. So they've got 48 seconds to get the tee onto the pitch. And also to try and kick this ball. There's players scattering down the touchline here. So change of plan. No tee.
No, there is no tee. There is no tee on the
So they
pitch.
go to the corner. And it was almost a brilliant kick to touch as well. But it's been fumbled by Uruguay. No tee. So the Dutch had to change their plan. And it's worked out.
I'm off. 1 and 6 blue. There is no tee on the pitch, which means they still have the option to open it. If the tee is not on the field, they can okay, just to clarify.
Cagnoni and fouls are on for Uruguay. And it is going to be a goal line dropout. Perhaps not working for Netherlands. Perhaps squeezed in front of the flag. But it will be a goal line dropout for Uruguay. Kick it relatively centre field and Molo gathers. Teammate in the middle of the pitch just craving the ball. Hydra distributes a little bit wider, and this time it's the Uruguayan defence that's putting the pressure on the Dutch. And another knock on takes the sting out of that attack for Netherlands.
Guys, we have a scrum, let's go. Here's your mark, gents, okay? Okay, 3. Last scrum, let's go. Keep that standing.
You can see a replacement of Tom Vogerman on for Netherlands as well. His first appearance in the World Trophy.
Crouch! Fine. Set!
Hoblog again rolls into the scrum, and again this Uruguay scrum just starts tiptoeing forward. Balanced run in, great offload to Hoblog, supported. Kicks it downfield, and this could turn out to be an excellent kick as well. Pressured on Vassin. His only option was to open the side door. Kick the ball off the field of play.
Time off. Number 10, orange substitution. Number 10, orange.
Hydra has been called, as you can see there. Vassin with
No, we're in the middle of doing stuff. Don't start shouting.
no options there. Jules Fire is going to be the player to come onto the pitch for Tom Hydra.
Gents. Yeah. Gents, Netherlands.
This could be a pivotal moment in this match. Uruguayan attack. 5 metres from the line. It's a successful line out. It's charging forward. Being brought down, and Uruguay taking go round the corner. Garcia thinks he sees a spot that he can attack.
And use it!
Referee cries for the forwards to go. Charge forward again. Ball presented neatly back for another stab at the Dutch line. Bertolotti this time against the grain. Uruguay come and they can squeeze over the line. And it looks like it's a try for their captain Franco Bertini. great awareness from the Uruguayan captain. He was able just to find a little pocket of space on the near side of that ruck that was there. And Glema just not able to plug the gap quick enough. And there's a little bit of daylight between these two sides now. Uruguay stretching their lead. Successful conversion attempt as well. Means it with just over 20 minutes to go. Two-score game. What a reaction from this Uruguay side. Down at half-time. Showed great character. There's Netherlands again. Kicks in the exact same position, providing the mark for Amarillo. Swipes at it and gets it off the pitch. There's Norden Giels and Robin Hackert are on the pitch, as well as Tom Van Uyen, who's returning.
Here we go.
So Van Uyen tries to throw into the line out. He's been met by a blue hand, but the Dutch players filter through to protect that ball. Tobias Notta then tries to set the foundations up for another Dutch attack. Van Uyen on the 10-metre line. Wrapped up by the Uruguayans. Dorenbol digging about to get the ball back. Didn't fancy going quick there. Looking for his tee this time. The Netherlands have opted for the kick, so the shot clock has started. No confusion this time in the Dutch ranks. And this would nudge the Netherlands a little bit closer to that Uruguayan lead. Neither side can afford a defeat in this game, and Vassen is tasked with narrowing the margins. Left-footed swing, and it's accurate from the fullback from some distance as well. Shows now 24 points. That penalty attempt from Vassen. Goes short for the restart from Uruguay. Not wanting to afford the opportunity for Netherlands to call the mark from the restart and turn it downfield. Dorenbol travels to the sky. It's been watched all the way, but it's just went out on the full. The Dutch who are making all the mistakes.
Netherlands, you have a mark here.
Garcia in conversation with Cagnone, the replacement for Uruguay. This replacement of an impact in this game. Garcia packs down at the tail of this driving maul, but peels off towards the side. So Hoblo could be the catalyst of another Uruguayan attack. Floated into space, where lurking out wide is Garayalde. Wheeling towards the 22-metre line. In typical fashion, the Dutch defence get over and plug that gap. Another attack, Landauer getting the ball quickly through the hands to his captain Bertini, centre field. Now Gini linking up with his teammate Flangini, who's managed to weave his way through, and it's Uruguayan delight here at the Hive. And they take a commanding lead in this Pool B game. And it's going to take some effort to stop Uruguay making their way towards that third and fourth place playoff. Centres linking up, scything through the defensive line, a pump to the feet. And Augusto Flangini is wheeling his way towards that Dutch try line. And it is now clear daylight between these two sides. Much to the delight of the Uruguayan support here at Hive. Conversion attempt just kisses the left hand upright. 16 points is the difference, and that is an awkward scoreline for a chasing team. And the dummy was that good from Santiago Gini, and also caught our camera operator out. So no wonder the Dutch defence couldn't live with that line from Augusto Flangini.
Are you captain? Please don't. Please stop. Please stop. Guys, let's go.
Vassen puts it in a more awkward position this time for Uruguay to deal with. Hold on.
Are you going to be quiet, please? Thank you. And use it.
Takes his time addressing the ball. And then squeezes every last yard out of that kick downfield. And again, Ethan Glass, the Swiss referee, is going to lay down the law to Temperley and Bertini. One opportunity to speak to your team. You can talk to them now. We have some, okay? Because I will happily answer it, okay? You can have time to talk. Carol, please hold them. The referee affording the opportunity for both camps to try and address this. The channels of communication towards the match official, traditionally preferring it through captain, or in the Dutch terms a pack leader as well, who's Tune Karst. Ethan Glass not happy with the amount of voices directing information towards him.
Time on.
So hopefully that doesn't escalate in this game. Gathered there by Tunison. Carry forward from Van der Veen. Let's try and get the ball into some more space as Temperley finds Crump. He's to be able to evade the first challenge and bring Netherlands further downfield, and that cute line from Clay Tunison. It's just a little bit misguided, not able to link up with his scrum half Dorenbol.
17 offside, never on.
And 16 points down. You would say this time it's not a bad call from
Guys, ball, please.
the Dutch. They do know they're going to have to still score a couple of times and be accurate from the tee as well. But Vassen has another chance to narrow the margins. Another swing with that left foot, and as accurate as you like from the 10-metre line, confidently picked up the tee. That's another penalty for Vaesen. Yaga and Pardoy on for Uruguay. Going to be replacing Hoblo, the try scorer for Uruguay. He's been impressive throughout, as well as Santiago Terra. From the restart, Uruguay able to gather their own ball. So Adioga is able to launch an attack. Uruguay weaving the ball about, just not able to find a hand. So Landauer twists out the contact, keeps it alive as well. Adioga finds Gini. The Uruguayan spectators rise out their seat in anticipation of another line break from this relentless Uruguayan side in this second half. Adioga finds Pardoy. Centre field, Uruguay clatter into the Dutch defence. Link-up play eventually wrested into the hands of Landauer, who distributes a little bit wider, shifting the point of contact. Pardoy again launches a wild one back into the hands of Landauer, who are linking up. Doran watches it float over his head, but gathers and gives it to Vaesen. He opts not to kick, and by the Uruguayans will be happy to camp down this area of the pitch. Approaching the final 10 minutes of this game, and the ball just squirms out of contact. It's squeezed out of that contact area. Now in some space, Uruguay find themselves up the tram side. Great work on the floor there from Bogerman. Well picked out there by Bertini to turn over the ball. Santiago Gini thought he was in. Goes his way back in field, but well defended by Bogerman, who's making his first appearance in this trophy. And the physical nature of this game has certainly taken its toll on the players. He's been an impressive character, certainly in the first game against USA. He's shown glimpses in this game as well. Rory Crum reinstated into the starting lineup again. Playing this rugby for Bath.
Just going to wait for your number 13 to get back up.
Gets his left foot taped back on. He'll be wanting to be withdrawn from proceedings. An impressive centre partnership with Tobias Nota, and I think perhaps it does demonstrate how effective both sides have been in defence, because I've not really seen much of Nota and Crum. Siegel perhaps has, but they're playing.
Hey guys, your mark is here.
Performance-wise, we've not seen them in the thick of the action as much as we have in previous games. Eugenie for Uruguay have got the upper hand of their counterparts in this game. And certainly an area where Uruguay have the upper hand is up front in that scrum. On the 22-metre line. Yaga prepares to roll the ball in, but barely stooping down to roll the ball into the tunnel. The match official Ethan Glass has shrilled the whistle. Silvera gets a couple of pats on the head as well for his efforts, just recently introduced to the game. Wins the penalty for Uruguay. And now it's a matter of managing that scoreboard draining any remaining expectation and enthusiasm from this Dutch side. You can see the Keep Rugby Clean logo on the ball as well. This is the Keep Rugby Clean day. As Landauer prepares to add an additional 3 points to the Uruguayan tally. And successfully so. Reintroduced to the starting lineup, and he's been a key member of this team. Here's another successful penalty.
Orange, time you run.
From that man there, he almost kicked the Keep Rugby Clean logo. It's just clean off the ball. Touch pressure from that restart.
Take it back. Tacklers.
Uruguay now go through their patterns
And
to
use it!
exit downfield. On the field of play, being watched all the way. In the hands of Shane Pass now, who gets the wheels turning and bounces through the first challenge, but there's a bit of crossing in there. You did see the Keep Rugby Clean logo, so it is Keep Rugby Clean Day. It's a key educational programme in World Rugby's strategic aims, and it's aimed to deter doping and promote good ethics in the game, and assisting players making informed decisions. So all the participating players have had educational programmes, both online and face-to-face in their native language, which is a great educational opportunity for these players.
You're not standing where that guy is. You move over. I gave you a mark you didn't take, so you must come over. Evans, you also step in.
They're working closely with WADA to make sure that there's a clean game. And the match official is working closely with both sets of forwards to make sure this is an open and fluent game. And from that line out, Gara Yaldi is hot-footing it towards the 22 through the hands of the captain there, Bertini. Soft, delicate hands from the number 8. Into wider channels, there's 2 replacements in Pardoy and Dota link up into some space now, and Uruguay plug that gap, but they offload out to the challenge to Amarillo. Goes to hand. Stooping down as Idiaga. Burrowing charge from Uruguay, and there's a pocket of space. The ball fumbled from Uruguay.
Time is off.
Falls a bit of time here.
Netherlands behind your goal line, please. Thank you. Uruguay behind the 22. Okay, give us space. Space behind the 22.
Last passage of play.
Okay, number 8 in captain, please.
Van der Veen summoned. So Van der Veen will play no further part in this game. Just over 7 minutes remain when he's been sent to the sin bin. Some more ill-discipline coming into the Dutch ranks.
Go in, please, thank you.
In Uruguay, sniff an opportunity, link up on the blind side, and almost there. Bertini was able to find Garcia, but the ball just ghosted over the shoulder. No change in emotion from the Uruguayan captain as well.
Guys, wait a sec, you have the option.
Finds a free arm.
Stop.
They're just not able to find the space.
You have the option, because it was not gone into touch, you can have line out of the scrum. You do line out. Okay guys, keep your marks there.
Netherlands selecting the line out. Hanks tries to throw it in, but it's been hit back by a big Uruguayan paw. So Adiaga finds replacement hooker Garcia. He's dropped down on the 5 metre line. Replacement certainly made an impact in this game. And there's a starting to look at the weave as we have Amarillo almost
going back under pressure.
Found his way through the defensive line. Let's see Genga.
13 and number 6. 13 and number 6.
They're going to be coming on for the Netherlands. And there's confirmation. Mark van der Veens stint in the Sinden. So 6 minutes remain here at Hive. Uruguay look like they're going to be locking horns with either Scotland or Japan on Wednesday.
Crouch! Fine!
Third and fourth place playoff.
Guys, take a bit off the pressure. You must also time as well to what they're doing into my calls, okay? Understand? Thank you.
Another reset scrum. Some more. Tate is going to go the journey. It's been a physical encounter between these two sides.
Set! Stay up!
And it's another physical effort in that scrum. It's come out quickly. Tobias Notas, almost the first time in this game, been able to break free from the first challenge. Defended well. The dangerous part of this Dutch side. It's the focus of this Uruguayan defence to keep them quiet.
Guys, we must move back.
Vassen makes a great deal of distance from the exit downfield. From that acute angle, he's able to take the play up towards the 10 metre line, marked there by Cal Ricardo.
Let's go, come on. Time off.
The referee just asking for a little bit more pace in the set up to the line out.
We don't have much. Let's get things.
The player is receiving a bit of treatment on the pitch. The match official to stick to that 30-second reset for scrums and lineouts. So it does look like Duban Zavera survived. Quick swing in the shoulder.
Netherlands, come here, please.
Sees him back into the line out. The Uruguayan line out has been a lot more accurate in the second half and provided a good platform. Pardoy distributing centre field, and the Uruguayan backs now flooding through. Landauer thinks he's spotted a gap, but Pardoy just presents it to a teammate charging towards that Dutch line. Just fumbles forward.
Let's go, please. Marcus here, okay? Marcus there.
So we've got about 4 minutes left in this game. Put the ball in, but match official again.
You need to watch your weight on the head, okay? This is the last one. Watch your weight on the head. You must bring your feet up, okay? You must watch your weight on his head. It must be forward when we get to set.
You're just asking for some more clarity from the match official, who's been heavily involved in the scrums for the full 6.5 minutes that we've had here at Hive. Perhaps to the spectators' benefit, had many reset scrums and fast flowing. Jones rolls in. It's going to be a free kick, so he takes it quickly. Looks for some support outside. Nota is able to gather the ball off his hip and charges towards the halfway line. He's been hacked down. Jones keeps the pace in the attack. It's been stabbed over by Vassin. The bouncing ball being washed all the way by Kemperley, but hacked off well by the covering defence. Aware of the danger in behind. And Santiago Gini just able to swing a foot at the bouncing ball and get it to safety. Thrown towards the tail. Flat back. Oh, powerful carry from the Dutch forwards. But it's a carry into trouble. The low trajectory of that carry from Tunckarst almost isolated himself. Afforded the opportunity for Uruguay to stoop over the ball and force the towering Dutch second row just to hold the ball on a little bit longer than perhaps anticipated. Warwick Jones is able to spring off of the ground and gather the ball before it crosses that touch line. So Karst offloads to Hacker. Jones looks left and sees that there's attacking opportunities on the blind side. Now Smith rolls forward. 5 tries so far in the trophy. In his first game where he doesn't get any tries so far. And Jones again finds Tobias Nota. The ball is then went loose out the back, but Temperley has done well. Jones then has to go again. The Netherlands working deeper. Horace Smith again charges and tries to power through the Uruguayan resistance. It's scrappy, that passage is. The Netherlands tried to go pretty flat with that attacking passage of play. And Uruguay sprung out of defence.
And then it comes off.
This potentially could be the last passage of play. The clock ticking towards that 80-minute mark. And Uruguay hopefully jump above the Netherlands on the last day of the tour into second position behind the USA and condemn the Netherlands to 5th and 6th place playoff against Samoa. Uruguay can turn around the ball. They want to end this game on a bit of a flourish. Gallo on the halfway line. And Uruguay just want to get it off and celebrate their victory and celebrate finishing second in Pool B. A determined victory over a dejected Dutch side.